Hi, fifth graders. Today I'm going to show you a very useful tool that we're going to begin using in class in our ELA Class Connect sessions online. And also I would recommend it highly for you to consider using anytime you have to study something. This could be studying a spelling test, it could be studying a vocabulary list, it could be studying some facts in history or science. There's a multiple of ways that you can use this great tool called StudyStack. So you'll notice right here, here is the user link for my class. It's www.studystack.com/user/fbooth. I will be putting this link in the class, so there's no need for you to memorize it. I'll also have it on our Class Weebly site. But I just wanted to point out that that is the site that you're going to be using this year as we proceed to study. One of the great things I love about StudyStack is all of the different ways it allows you to study your stack. And this is kind of, a stack is a list of facts or bits of information that you want to remember. That's why it's called a stack. So I already have one stack created for us for class for this coming class, and you can see it has a name, there's a description, and any point along here or here, if you can see that it underlines, that's actually a link to the actual stack. It talks about it being English vocabulary, when it was created, the person that created it, which is me, and there's 8 cards in this stack. So I'm going to go right to it and show you what it looks like. Okay, so here is what StudyStack looks like, and here's how it works. Okay, I created a list of terms and definitions, and for this stack it's actually vocabulary from our story for this week called Sleepy Hollow, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. So this is showing me the first card, and if I know the answer, I'm going to click no so that I can give a response and see if I did it. So I think an anaconda is a type of snake. All right, and I think an apparition is kind of a ghost-like appearance type person. I think drowsy means sleepy. Gazette, I'm not sure about that one, so I'm going to put that one in the don't know pile. Glen, also, I'm not sure about. I know I don't know what a Hessian is. Quavers, I think I know, but I could be wrong. And shillings, I know that. All right, so I have, in my know box, I have 63%. And so I know more than I don't know. Now, I can always go retry the cards in the incorrect box, or I can restart all the cards. So if I were to say anaconda, another option I can do is say I want to see the definition first, and if I see a type of snake, I know that that's an anaconda. Let me go to the next one. If I see, because I'm showing the definition first, a ghost-like figure, I think that's an apparition, and it is. So just by clicking on the cards, I can study them, and if you'll notice, they're made to look just like index cards, which is another way to study, but this is kind of like index cards on the computer. So I'm going to show you another way that you can study these. I'm going to try the matching game, okay? So I'm going to say, okay, an apparition, I know that that's a ghost-like figure, so I'm going to match those two. And drowsy, I think, means sleepy. So I'm going to put drowsy and sleepy. And you'll see that a picture starts appearing. Shillings, I think, are some British coins. Quavers, I think, means when your voice is trembling. I know that anaconda is a type of snake. I think Gazette is a newspaper. I think a glen, I have 2 glens, is a small valley. And I think a Hessian is a German soldier and an anaconda is a type of snake. So once I've done the matching, then I get to see the picture. Okay? Now I can also say, no, I'd rather play hangman. Okay? So this is a hangman game you can play. Or I would rather do a crossword puzzle. Here's a crossword version. So there are many ways for you to study this particular stack called Sleepy Hollow in StudyStack. So we're going to actually start trying to use this in class. That's why I wanted to give you this brief recording so that you know once you log in here and I give you time to study your StudyStack, you can go in and choose any way here that you want to. They even have some games that you could play. All right, so this is actually an awesome way for you to study our vocabulary for this week, and you can continue to study it as long as you have this link and you go back to my link that I'm going to share with you, the F Booth account. You can study, and we're going to start having this be one of the ways that we study, and then hopefully you will be able to learn this vocabulary well enough that when you see these words coming up in your story, they won't be difficult for you and you'll understand what they mean. All right, I'll see you in class. Thanks, students. Bye-bye.